Ooh, preheating the electric blanket. Yeah. Today was Sunday. Did I get much done? No, not really. I went down the Walmart receipt, and checked everything off as I put it away, and there's one thing remaining, which I don't even know what it is. So tomorrow my plan is to get up and get all the recyclables together, because the recycling place is down near Walmart. So I'm going to go recycling place, Walmart, to confront them on what the heck this $10 charge is, and return this powdery stuff that's supposed to make smoothies. That's a $10 worth too. So, I don't need that crap. Then I'm going to go to Trader Joe's and get a big bag of lightly salted cashews. I'm going to take some in a baggie in my purse when I go next week. And I'm going to get some unbaked raw almonds. They have really good raw almonds. You can make your own marzipan or whatever. I mean, you can blanch them. They have really good stuff like that. I'm going to get bread and nuts, eggs, carrots, fettuccine. That's what I need to get. And then I need to get car gas so that I'm all ready for next week. I don't plan on going anywhere unless I have to physically turn in my California State primary form thing. I don't know. I'll have to look at it. I haven't looked at it yet. So, yes, on the list for tomorrow, I started little handicrafty stuff again, which that's why I don't get anything done, really. I have paperwork to do, and I talked to my brother David yesterday, which was so nice. He called. It was so nice to talk to him. We always got along better than Richard and I. Richard is a different kind of person. David and I are pretty similar. So David called and wanted to know what was what time I come in next week, and he had an idea, which I had thought of, but I didn't want to impose on him. They're going to pick me up from the airport, and then I spend Monday night at their house. And Tuesday morning, they're going to take me to Peachtree City, which is, I don't know, 4 miles up the road or something. There's a bunch of little towns. This is southwest of Atlanta. And I don't know if he's going to do it or I have to arrange a rental car. I'll cancel the one I have in Athens. No, at the airport. I'll cancel the one I have at the airport. That way it'll save me $60. And I'll only have to pay for 1 day of car rental. I still have to pay for parking for my car at the airport. But it'll save me a little bit of money, which it will be very nice. Computer's acting up. It's always something, right? Hopefully I can delete a lot of junk out of there. And I still haven't figured out how to use that tablet thing. That'll be something I can sit and do that's worth doing. I have to clean this whole house up and do laundry and, the normal stuff and some paperwork and all that. And leave a list of where everything is in case Brian would need it. Where my important papers are, my extra car key. Well, I guess, they wouldn't need it, but if someone had to go out and get the car from the airport, they could. I'm going to be leaving from Palm Springs Airport. Not tomorrow, but a week later. Palm Springs is a neat little airport. It's an outside airport. You've got the different wings where various airplanes dock. And the majority of the airport is outside because of the weather is very pleasant. your baggage and stuff you get inside. But the majority is outside. It's kind of cool. Look who's here. What are you up to? You ready for bed? Yeah, we have to do some kitty cat beautification tomorrow. Need to trim his nails, and he has developed like an eye booger thing. Dogs and cats do that. People do too, but so I'm going to get him all taken care of tomorrow and super loved. And what did I get that he liked? Oh, Biscoff cookies dipped in coffee. He loves that. Weird cat. I had a half a cup of coffee with 5 Biscoffs dipped in there. The coffee will put me to sleep eventually. It's almost midnight, so this is going up on Tuesday. Wednesday, Whoop Whoop Wednesday, I already put a joke up and it's ready, it's scheduled. So tomorrow is just a bunch of errand type things. Just some things that need to be done. If I can get those things done and be able to have my time to do stuff here at the house, then I'll do that. If not, I'll do that the next day. Tuesday, I plan on, Brian will be home. When Spencer's at school, I asked him if I could use their oven to bake a blueberry pie. Brian doesn't like blueberries, but Ashley does, and so does Spencer. So I'll give him like half the pie or something. And then I'll use that pie as breakfast or dessert or something up until next week. Got to make a couple different meals. I have a couple things of soup in the freezer. That way, I don't have to worry about making anything and doing anything. I just have to concentrate on what I've been supposed to be doing forever. Hi, kitty. I've got the preheat on the blanket. I can feel it under my bum. It's really warm. Presently, I'm not wearing a shirt because it's the time of night I have these flashes where I'm really hot and stuffy. And then after about a half an hour from now, I'll start getting chilly again and I'll put my pajama top on. It'd be a bad time to be invited to a come-as-you-are party. No, not for me, but for everyone else that has to see me. I have pajama bottoms on. I just took the shirt off. Deb suggested that maybe I don't wear my braids when I go to the store and I might get some male attention. Maybe. I have to try to remember to put this partial in because there's a tooth up front that cracked and got green or brown or whatever and it fell out. And then there's some teeth toward the back that the root system had become terribly infected and I was really sick. And then likewise with the couple on the bottom. So, what was that, a year ago or something? Brian was so kind to pay for that. I have to also figure out what kind of health care thing, that, and I have to pay my car taxes for the year, which are like $444 because it's a new car. And make a payment on my car insurance. I have the car insurance laminated card with me, so when I rent a car, they can see that I have insurance, or they know that I'm insurable, or whatever. I'm incurable. I mean insurable. I don't know. I mean, I'm not taking the computer with me. I might take the little tablet thing, if I can figure out how to do whatever. So when I do go Monday afternoon, not tomorrow. Oh, wait a minute. Today is Sunday night going into Monday. Oh, well, I still have a Whoop Whoop Wednesday lined up. My brain just decided not to work today at all. So I fell back and punted by just making lists, and I watched an old Ted Mack Amateur Hour. That was a show in the 50s and real early 60s in black and white. This guy named Ted Mack. He sat at a desk and he had a list of these different people, like kind of like America's Got Talent. And he put their names on a big wheel. And instead of starting with one guy and ending with one guy, they were all on a list. But wherever the wheel stopped, that name became the first one on stage. And then it went after that guy. The list went. And some guy was from Poland or something, and he played the accordion. Some guy played the saw, a musical saw. One lady played a guitar and yodeled. One was this big, hefty black guy. He was blind, and he had a big, thick white cane. And they were talking to him first, and he sings. So they said, "Okay, take it away." And before the introducer guy got off stage, the black guy starts banging the cane on the stage. Boom, boom, boom. And tap dancing all over the place and singing. And I'm like, oh my God. Let's see that. The musical saw, and some guy had, like, people play spoons, chicka, chicka, chick. This guy was playing combs. Like hair combs. What else was there? Oh my God. There was a comedian guy. I'd never seen him before, and I don't think he really made it. And I tried getting his name. I couldn't quite make it out. I had the closed captions on, but sometimes they don't hear what it is either, so. But it was funny. It was like a blast from the past. It was really funny. Because I said, I gotta make my sons watch this kind of crap to show them what we had for entertainment. It was really funny. Some of those old shows from the 50s and 60s, the quiz shows and all that, are funny. And a lot of them are sponsored by tobacco companies, cigarettes and stuff. Which I don't like. And I'm glad that regulation was put in place because, we don't need to have bad things that are bad for us, promoted like that. But, that's up to you if you want to hurt yourself that way. This Friday, Eugene Levy is going to have a star put into the Hollywood Walk of Fame. It all depends how this week goes and whether or not I feel ambitious and brave enough to go down there and watch. It's like almost 2-hour drive, so I probably won't. I want to stay well, and I want to just save as much money as I can. Oh, kitty cat is on the bed. Oh yeah, I forgot to put pain cream in my neck. I don't know if it's from the fall that I had, but I have real bad pain in my neck. And like here, and in the back of my neck. And it's a pain thing that a friend of mine in San Diego suggested. I love it. It works like a miracle. It's not too stinky. It doesn't burn. It heats up and it feels great. I can't remember what it's called now, but Sombra. Sombra. Comes in a little plastic jar. Kind of like the way Noxzema comes in a plastic jar. It's great. It's like a cream. It's really cool when you put it on your skin, but then it warms up. So, I don't know. I don't know. Spencer wanted to come over, and I had stuff all over the place, and so Daddy kept him away. Daddy's trying to teach him that you can't just go into people's houses. Now, I know this is all their house, but supposedly this little area is Grandma's house, so it's a good thing to teach him, and you don't go in. Now, I learned that you don't go into other people's houses and open the cupboard and get yourself a drink, or, you ask. I asked at my grandma's house. I used to ask if I could have some water, and I know she probably thought it was strange, but that's what we were taught to do. Be respectful to people older than us. Now, I didn't have to go so far as to say ma'am or sir, but, whether or not you think their ideas are insane, you just be polite. And when I worked at McDonald's, I'm jumping all over the place. When I worked at McDonald's for a year, when I was in school, the kids were in school, and I had to have a job at the same time. So I worked at McDonald's because I could work night. They said one of the most important things we're going to do here is when you want something, you say please, and when they hand it to you, you say thank you. And you have to. And at first you're thinking, well, that's stupid. You're just working and can you hand me the spoon? You just have to say, can you hand me the spoon, please? And it really does make a difference. When you are a little more considerate of others, it makes them feel good. And they feel like reciprocating. Most people. I mean, there are jerks in the world that are just jerks. But I'd say the majority of people will reciprocate and be kind back. Yeah. All kinds of things coming up in the world. If I get a little more adventurous, I might take a walk over in the unincorporated area where there's a house falling apart. It's a good walk. And it's pretty cool. I think I'll do that one of these days because it's a great place if you had the money to buy it and fix it up, because you can't hear any traffic back there, which is nice. Then there's 3 pomegranates that fell off the neighbor's tree. It's been sitting in a bowl on my counter for a while. I want to show you what they are, what they look like inside, and how do you extract the seeds and all that good stuff. Because it's weird, it's interesting. And I'm going to also zest, means take a grater and you grate the yellow part off of a lemon, the peel. And I dry it out, put it in a bottle, and you can use it in cooking. You sprinkle it on stuff. Usually things that you want a small citrusy taste with. Savory things or pastries and things like that. So, yeah, I got a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, I never get bored. I'm never out of anything to do. And David and I were talking about some really cool stuff. I don't know how long I've talked. 17 minutes? Gadzooks. David and I were talking about what Dad used to do for a job. And in the 60s, he worked for the government on special projects. Dad was in the communications in the Army, and he was into communications and shortwave and citizen band and ham radio, and that I loved that. I just loved it. I had a great childhood hanging out with my dad in the basement listening to shortwave. But he was on a special project of communication with things out there. And David was asking me if I heard of the Black Knight satellite. I had not. They say it's been around and around for 13,000 years. So, and they decoded a message from it. It's all coded in numbers. And they decoded a message from it. From where they're from is, oh shoot, what is it? They're from another universe that has less planets in it, and their planet is similar to the Earth, but not too terribly similar. And it's pretty interesting. I mean, it's one of those rabbit holes you can get lost going down. And yeah, David said Dad had a bunch of books about aliens and stuff, and I said, I know, I have one of them. So maybe I'll take it with me when I go to Georgia. I don't know. Need something to read, right? Oh, gosh. I better... Well, it's just after midnight, so it's Monday. Yeah, I have a lot to do, and worrying about filming it today, I'm just not going to, so I'll just have to stay on task. It's really hard for me to stay on task because, you get bored of something or you don't like something and you stop and you do something else and then you forget about what you were doing, or you'd rather forget about it. So, yeah. I'm sorry, everybody. If you're still there, you could wake up now. 1, 2, 3, pickle. Upward and onward.